We'll go in. Okay. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Here comes Maxie now. Clear blue skies today. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. Actually, warmest day it's been in over a week. It's like 40, 44, 45 degrees today. So we have better meltage going on with the snow, which is good. We need that. The driveway is actually looking like it's almost clear now. So today we brought in, so far, 3.2 kilowatt hours already. It's about 3 in the afternoon. Yesterday we ended up bringing in 4.1 kilowatt hours for the day. So not bad days in March. Like I said, last year in March we were not running strictly on solar. And like I said, we've run strictly on solar for the most part. Probably the last 10 days, 9 of them we've run strictly on solar. So I'm really pleased about that. And like I said, once we get these up on a solar rack, the production is just going to get better and better. So anyway, so I wanted to talk about a subject today. This is one that's driving me a little bit crazy, and I'm going to use a couple of analogies, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and you have the right to your opinion, and let's have a discussion about it, okay? So now there's this big push to raise the age to being able to buy a gun to 21, okay? So and this is going to go along with the same analogy of drinking. We're going to use drinking along with this line as well. Now, I think that, the drinking age being 21, it makes sense. Kids are not as responsible, okay? But with one exception. And I'm going to use the same exception when it comes to kids with being able to purchase a gun. That exception would be, it would have to be for me to sign off and say, okay, you know what, that makes sense, let's make it, this is the law, the kids are not able to buy a gun until they're 21. Under the circumstances of this would be the one exception, unless you were in the military. And here's why, in my opinion, okay? If you were, so let's say you're in the military, you joined the military at 18. I joined at 19, right out of high school, okay? So say you got a kid that's 18 years old, joins the military, signs up for 4 years or whatever, and let's say after 2 years he's medically discharged for whatever reason. So now he's 20 years old, fought for his country, maybe he was wounded, and that's why he's medically discharged. He will not be able to go to the store and purchase a firearm. To me, that is absolutely ridiculous that he was able to fight for this country, possibly die for this country, be injured for this country, or whatever country you're in around the world, okay? But we're going to go with the United States. But you're not able to purchase a gun. Same thing when it comes to drinking. I believe that there should be a clause that if they are in the military, they should be allowed to drink, okay? If you're old enough to fight and die for your country, you sure should be able to have a beer. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was down in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, I had a kid come up to me one time. We were, down there at that point, it was 19 for beer and 21 for liquor. So I'm dating myself going back that many years. Everything's 21 now. But back then it was 19 for beer and 21 for liquor. So they had these little kiosks where they would sell beer and whatever else you wanted on post, where you could, like a little shop type of thing. It was basically like a, I don't want to call it a bus, but it was like a little thing like that you could go up to and you could get whatever you wanted, okay? So I'm waiting in line to pick up more beer, and this kid comes up behind me, and he says, hey man, he says, could you buy me some beer? Now he's in uniform, I'm in uniform. And I said to him, I go, how old are you? He says, I'm 18. I said, I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I said, I'm going to stand to the side. I said, if she does not sell you beer, I said, I will buy you the beer. Absolutely buy you the beer. Because, again, in my opinion, if you are old enough to fight and die for your country, you should be able to drink a beer. Now, he walked up and ordered his beer, and she sold it to him. She didn't even ID him because he was in uniform, okay? That's how it should be, and that's my opinion. You can say that I'm wrong, but for me, if you're going to be willingly risk your life for this country, put yourselves in harm's way. And remember, guys, we are talking about a volunteer army here, okay? We're not talking, we have to register for the draft. I know that when I turned 18, I had to register for the draft, even though there was no draft anymore. But, I mean, I don't even know if they still have to do that, to be honest with you. We're talking many, many, many years ago. But, you know, the Army is all volunteer. So, you know, again, in my opinion, if you are old enough to fight and die for your country, you should be able to go out and have a drink. If you are old enough to fight and die for your country, you should be able to possess a firearm. That should be a stipulation. And that's, again, that's my opinion. You can think what you would like, and that's fine. I definitely want to hear your comments on this, because I think it's a really important topic to talk about, because it just, you know, we've turned into this complete nanny state, in my opinion, in our country, where, you know, you're not smart enough, none of us are smart enough to make our own decisions, that we have to have these politicians make decisions for us, which I think is ridiculous, okay? Again, and I'm going to say this, and I said this before when I talked about the issues of, you know, gun control and what's going on with it and stuff like that. We have a huge, huge mental health issue in this country, okay? That kid in Florida should have never been able to even get as far as he did, you know, with that whole situation, because I mean, the cops were at his house so many times. There was issues. There was red flags left, right, and center. Something should have been done. The kid obviously had some very, very serious issues that needed to be attended to. And looking at him, you can see he was probably bullied because he didn't look like everybody else. Like I said, there's a lot of things I can go back to school and remember, you know, different people being bullied. And I didn't step in and stop it. I didn't. I'll be honest with you. You know, as a teenager, you're just happy it's not you. I mean, and that's a horrible thing to say, but that's the way it is, guys. I mean, you'll have the group that goes around and are the bullies, okay? And they get away with it, you know, and it happens all the time. And it happens in every school, and I don't care what people say that, oh, it doesn't happen, blah, blah, blah. It happens, okay? But the thing is, most kids aren't going to do a freaking thing because, like I said, they're just happy it's not them. There was situations that I wish now, looking back as an adult, that I had stepped in and stopped, but I didn't. And I have guilt, believe it or not, from not doing that for certain people that needed somebody to step up for them and to be there for them. Now, I got to tell you, as a young adult, basically ever since that point, when I got older, you know, if somebody was being bullied or picked on, I'd step up for them in a heartbeat, because I wasn't a kid no more. And you know, I hate bullies. I absolutely hate bullies. I can't stand people that pick on weaker or smaller people. And you know, once I got some size on me, and you know, people really didn't mess with me, okay? But the thing is, I could not tell you. I mean, there was a number of fights that I got into to protect somebody who was weaker and smaller. And it's like, and the reason I did that was because, you know, when you're weak and small and somebody hurts you, you know, why? I'll never understand. I don't get that. I just don't understand that. It's just like these men that beat up on women, okay? Both of my ex-wives were very petite women, okay? The kid's mother, she's like 5'4" and maybe 105 pounds. My first wife, I think, was maybe 5'6", and again, about 105, 110 pounds. Both of them were very small women, okay? So it would have been a foregone conclusion who would win in an altercation. So why do it? You know, I mean, to me, there's no reason to do that, because what are you proving? You're a tough guy because you can beat up your old lady? I don't know, that makes me sick. It makes me sick, and I don't like people that do that. And if I see it, I generally step in. I'll be honest with you, I do. And, you know, but that's just how I roll. I cannot stand that. I don't like when people act like that, so I do something about it. But now let's get back. Get all sidetracked, and I do that, and I apologize. But here, let me show you the cats over here chilling out. Again, there's Maxie and Lucy. So anyway, you know, the question at hand is, I definitely want your guys' feedback. What do you guys think as far as with being able to purchase a gun. I know, like I said, I bought my guns, I bought my first shotgun, oh my God, right out of high school. I think I bought my first shotgun. But, you know, I didn't use it to go shoot nobody, obviously. And back then, believe it or not, the first one that I had was a pistol grip shotgun. Yep, I liked that. It was a fun gun. It was a fun toy to play with. But I like shooting, so that's kind of my thing. But anyway, I definitely want to hear what you guys have to think on this topic. I think it's an interesting topic, so I want your feedback. Hopefully, today we got a lot of meltage today here at the homestead, which is good. Hopefully things will get squared away soon. I'm going to get these gutters off here shortly when it clears up enough that I can get around here okay. And I'm also going to be filling in the holes with wood putty and stuff like that. So that's one of my first projects that I'm going to be doing. But there's a lot going to be going on, like I said, and so hang tight and we're going to get going soon. Like I said, it's like you go down to town, there's like no snow, and up here we still have snow, so, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, listen, I hope everybody's starting their week off well, and I hope you're doing okay, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen, and I think that's really important that everybody should do that. I think if more people told people that they loved them and they cared about them, we'd be in a better place, better world right now. And also remember, guys, it's STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it, and the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. That's it. Nobody else, okay? So I hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.